Hello, welcome to Lore Master's Lair. I'm your Lore Master, here today for another Starfinder video. This year's large release is TechCore, so I thought I would sprinkle in a few videos which look towards technology in the Starfinder setting. Starting today with a look at Infospheres. Let's get started. First, before the Infospheres, we had what was known as the Sprawl, a widespread communication system invented sometime during the gap. There are even rumors that it was gifted from a deity, much like drift travel would eventually be. However, since it was formatted during the gap, outside of it, it became a buggy mess, and potentially any god related to it was erased from existence. However, domains of the code were able to be partially salvaged, allowing various civilizations the same base to build the second iteration, modern Infospheres. In modern day, the connection of infospheres as a series of sites or infosites connected into subspheres, eventually forming a location encompassing a planet, institution, or, of course, corporation. Access to such can be objects like Abaddon Corp's gigantic data citadels, magical infospheres which can be connected through magical means, and sometimes personal devices, like a public terminal or some kind of implant. Personal units will also allow access to virtual worlds filled with virtual assistants, which are too helpful for their users' own good, jingles constantly playing in one's ears, and brand mascots stalking you. But on the plus side, the virtual world allows you to literally walk through a highway of information, and a private sphere becomes literal extra rooms, which one can decorate as if it were their own homes. And let's not forget the ability to travel to entirely different places with the right access codes, usually at premier prices, of course. Still costs less than making an entire virtual replica of a deceased loved one. That unfortunately is a thing. Often Starfinder on here. Anyone has the ability to create an infosphere, and places usually have multiple overlapping ones. Many governments and corporations have their own centralized networks, but for more personal spheres, examples include mercenaries like the Golden Legion having augmented realities which to gain battlefield experience safely. Freedom fighters use infospheres to encrypt communications. An organization on the planet of Avalon is creating an infosphere as a database of knowledge that all can use. And of course, there's also always governments who use their infospheres in order to manipulate the populace with fake information. Which brings us to the end of today's video. We have a few months still till TechCore, but we still have plenty of places to visit between now and then. For example, next week we will be returning to the nations of Tianxi for another look at one of its many nations. I'll see you then.